Hello traders and welcome back. Lachie here. Hope you are fantastic. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to create a new chart in the NinjaTrader platform. Now, it is a very simple process. In the previous video, we learned about how to add your desired instrument. All we want to do at this point in time is to create a new chart is we go to New, and then we follow the drop down to Chart. Once we push on chart, we'll have an opportunity to select the instrument or the market that we want to trade. Now, if you have been doing some trading, you will have a number of different instruments you can choose from in the top of the list. If you have no instruments in the top of the list at this point in time, that's okay, because all you do is go down to the futures option, and you'll see in the previous video we added the Aussie dollar, we added the NASDAQ, for example. You can click on any of those. Let's go for a NASDAQ. We click on that, and what you're going to find is the data series windows populates perfectly. Once the window has populated, so we can see we've got our NASDAQ up there in the top left-hand corner, absolutely brilliant. It will automatically default, ladies and gents, it will automatically default to the default setting. Now, we will talk about chart trading templates a little bit later on. As a 5-minute chart trader with Doro, you simply want to make sure that you've got your value here of 5 minutes selected. You've got a minute chart, and ideally in a perfect world, to allow the indicators to work properly and to maximize their effect in the market, you want to make sure you've got 7 days of data loaded. Now, nothing else really needs to change, guys, the whole way down this window. Noting that if you do want your charts to look absolutely identical to my charts, there's a lot of reasons why they do look like they look, right? Because they just happen to work very well and allow us to read the market really well. As if you do want to do that, you can pause your video now and just make sure that all of your chart properties are identical to mine. How would you do that? Literally just pause the video, and as you create your new chart, you would make sure that all of your preferences right throughout this window here are identical to mine. Now, all we do is we come down to the bottom once we've made sure that all of the things are in the right place and they're as they are meant to be. We come down to the bottom here and we simply push OK. Now, what will happen when you push OK? The computer will do some thinking in the background and will produce for you a brand new chart, which is right there. Now, the first thing you're going to notice, guys, when we come into the chart, the first thing you will notice, let me just cruise down here and make sure that my data is connected. As the reason being is if your data is not connected, right? If your data is not connected and you open a chart on a market you've never traded before, because the data of that market is not loaded to your computer, you'll literally end up with a blank chart that looks a lot like this. Now, because my data is connected, all I need to do is come here and push the F button. Now, Ninja calls this F button as the fixed scale button. Now, for many people out there in the trading world, we actually call it the Find My Candles button. Now, I know it seems pretty simple, right? But as soon as you push the F button, which is the Find My Candles button, the moment you do that, then suddenly you find there are your NASDAQ candles. Okay, now, clearly, the chart in the background, if I scroll down here, okay, the chart in the background looks very different to this trading chart. However, we can note, guys, the candlesticks are exactly the same. So if you chose to be a naked chart trader, that's a trader, if you don't mind the expression, that's a trader who trades with absolutely no indicators on the chart. Left-hand corner, that's exactly what your chart would look like. Now, because we are pivot-based reversal traders, we are trend continuation traders, you may actually find, guys, it's a lot easier to trade with the indicators on the chart. Now, that being said, what we'll do in the next video is we'll talk about how to add the indicators to the chart. So if you choose to, how do you actually get your charts to look exactly the same as mine? In fact, how do we also save that as a chart template so you don't have to go and reload your charts over and over again? So without any further delay, let's move on to the next video.